Hello, it's Helen from Evolved Flowers and British Flowers Direct. If you don't know me by now, I'm the mad menopausal one with the pink hair. Several of you asked about the hyacinths on the bulb. Now, these are they. Super strong, and they're going to come to you wrapped up like this in our eco-friendly paper wrap. This is paper that has been is a waste product of the newspaper industry, so it's literally what they use as print cut-offs. And until everybody started getting all fancy pants with their special fish and chip stuff, like putting things in cardboard boxes, it's fish and chip paper. So, salt and vinegar with that. Anyway, here we go. So they're coming into you like that. They will be at slightly different cut stages here and there, but we're trying to get them to be, you know, as sort of the right stage, if you like, which is kind of about this. There's going to be more blue than any other colour for Mother's Day. The pink and the white seem to be romping ahead a little bit, but there will be blue. So you get your moss, your super sustainable moss that's come from Norfolk via us, okay, and has been collected sustainably. There's a video about that on the other side. So you put a bit of moss around the bottom, just like that. Give it a little bit of a massage, and using some super string. Now, this is what I do. I use a little bit of length down there, and I go around as if I'm doing the stripes on a tennis ball. A couple of times that way, and then a couple of times that way. And that just holds all the moss together. Then I've got cut it off the reel. There, lay it down, and just tie it then at the bottom with the two ends. So the two ends tied like that. So then if you want to do something funky with it, you can hang it upside down. If you're going to put it into a bouquet, just give it a little haircut, trim off those ends, get yourself a kebab stick with the pointy end, without getting it into your hand, stick it up the bulb, okay? Straight. There we go. If you want to put things in at an angle, by all means, you can put something, you know, you put a stick into here. You could even use the end of your cut off pussy willow stick, you know, or any of the sticks and branches and things that you've cut off, and save you kebab sticks or something else. I found that our customers quite like it, that there's something in there that's still growing. All they need to do is just keep it moist, so they can just dribble a little bit of water on it if it's in a bouquet, or if it's in an arrangement, just leave it like that. So it just stops the bulb from evaporating water and drying out. Of course, after they've enjoyed it indoors, they can then put the whole thing into the garden, and it will just grow again for next year. So easy peasy. Always easier to use moist moss. If it's a little bit dry, like this one is, then just soak it in a bucket. You only need to just dunk it in and pull it out again. If you prefer not to have wet hands, then you can do it dry, and then you can just soak it. Really easy. Plenty of nice strings available on the shop. We've got a lovely bluebell, dum da dum, goes nicely with blue hyacinths. Or there's cornflower. There we go. So here's a really springy hand-tied. So you've got like a mossy recession in the middle there, okay? And then I've used some of the branching pussy willow just to give it support at the side so it doesn't wobble about. But you can see they're pretty firm in there. You need to make a bit of a base with foliage first, and then add the add the hyacinths afterwards, okay? Some of them are quite tall, so I quite like to add them into our vase arrangements. Our best-selling vase arrangements are from £55 to £75. So I generally just pop a couple of hyacinths in the centre there. We just had a funeral tribute go out this morning, and that had hyacinths in the bulb as well, put onto, because it was compostable. So, and you'll be seeing a bit of that later. And that had the bulb ones in as well. So I'll just tie this off and pop it into the vase. Pre-cut all your string ready for Mother's Day, so that you can just pull a piece of string off, yeah? Stick it up the corner. Hang it over something. You can even moss up your hyacinths the week before. Keep them cold. It's not going to be any problem for them. Right, there we go. So that's that. We've got about 87 of these pickle jars, left over. So if you're thinking about using pickle jars for Mother's Day, you need to get your order in. And we are having more glass. So what was I going to do? Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to show you how to cut it off the bulb if you want to use it as a cut. So say, for example, you want it, you're putting it into an arrangement, but you don't actually want it to be the length it's going to be. You want to cut it off the bulb. Now, with hyacinths, the way that they're cut, you need to lay it down. You need to cut it like so, as if you're cutting the onion. So don't cut it off the bulb here. Cut it like that. By leaving this portion of bulb on at the end, it will last a lot longer, and it won't disintegrate, because you see that this is all looking like an onion. And please do wear gloves if you are slightly allergic, because hyacinths are something that will cause irritation and cause a rash. So there we go. There's your hyacinth. So it's nice and sturdy, because these have been slow grown. So and this is hyacinth that's come from a competitor. And you can see what's happened here is it starts to disintegrate at the base, because there's not enough bulb portion left on. And also these have been grown quite quickly, so you get more movement in the stem. Technical term for that is wappy. So there you go. This is what you're paying for. You're paying for that. Something sturdy and slow grown. Some of them are taller. Just write in the notes section on the on your order if you want them for a funeral, or if you're doing them for installation or anything like that. If you just want general, then don't need to write a comment. But if you want a particular cut stage, just remember we do have our personal florist kind of aspect to it. And if you want to have something which is a little bit more forward, then we can also do that for you, no problem. If you want them pre-cut off the bulb, we can also do that for you to save you the hassle. You decide how you want them, let us know, and we'll pack it up in our beautiful paper and we'll send it off to you.